After the pandemic, the world is a different place than it used to be, and let's be honest, not for the better. Everything became gray, dull, and predictable. And so did we. Somewhere along the way, we lost a piece of our spark, our drive, our hunger. You feel it too, don't you? That lingering sense that you're capable of more, but somehow, year after year, nothing really changes. Every new year, the same tired phrase echoes. Next year will be my year. But it wasn't in 2023. It wasn't in 2024. And it won't be in 2025 either, unless you force it to be. Give me a few minutes, and I'll make sure you finally lock in for 2025. But let's get one thing straight. I'm not here to motivate you. Motivation is like a sugar rush. It hits hard, then fades fast. I'm not selling you cheap hype. I'm giving you the tools, the perspective shift, and, if necessary, a brutal wake-up call to make this your year for real. Now, I get it. You've been trying. At least that's what you tell yourself. Maybe you started a gym plan but quit after 2 weeks because life got busy. Or you set goals that were vague enough to be ignored, like, I want to be better. Better at what? Breathing? You've been doing that since birth. Let's be real. Trying isn't enough. Half-assing it isn't enough. You're not failing because life is unfair, though, yeah, it is. You're failing because you're waiting for life to align perfectly around your vibes. But newsflash, it won't. You have to align yourself with your goals, and the only way to do that is by mastering one thing: your time. You love to say, I don't have time. That's funny, because you had time to scroll TikTok for 3 hours yesterday. You had time to rewatch that comfort show again because nostalgia hits different. You had time to lie in bed staring at the ceiling, thinking about how you have no time. Do you see it? You have time, you're just wasting it. Let's break it down. 24 hours in a day. Sleep for 8, work, or school for another 8. And let's be generous. 2 hours for eating, commuting, and existing. That still leaves 6 whole hours. So let me ask you, what are you doing with them? If you can't answer that without stuttering, you've found your problem. We live in the most resource-rich era of all time. You can learn anything for free or damn near close to it. Want to start a business? There are tutorials, templates, and AI tools that will hold your hand through the process. Want to get fit? There are apps, YouTube trainers, and entire online communities to keep you accountable. Want to learn coding, public speaking, animation, or even how to talk to people without being awkward? Google it. TikTok it. Just stop sitting on the sidelines of your own potential. Your phone isn't the problem. You are. Your phone is a tool. But if you treat it like a toy, it'll treat you like a joke. But even the best tools are useless without a system. And that's where most people fail. Saying, I want to save money is cute, but what's your actual plan? Are you tracking your expenses? Automating your savings? Or are you just hoping your bank account surprises you like a pop quiz on a Monday morning? The same goes for fitness, learning, relationships, everything. Goals are useless without systems. Systems are what make you show up when you don't feel like it. They're the meal preps, the study schedules, the workout plans. The difference between people who achieve and people who just talk about achieving? Systems. And while we're at it, let's talk about the grind. You've been brainwashed to think everything should be fun. That success should feel like an aesthetic morning routine with matcha lattes and perfect lighting. But here's the truth. Most of what will make you successful is boring. It's repetitive. It's waking up early to work out when you'd rather sleep. It's saying no to plans so you can focus. It's putting in effort when no one is clapping for you. The grind isn't supposed to feel good. It's supposed to feel necessary. And before you start talking about balance, let's clear something up. Balance is overrated. If you want something bad enough, you have to let other things slide. Not burnout. Prioritization. Because your goals can't be squeezed into the cracks of your schedule. They need to be front and center, not an afterthought. So ask yourself one thing. Am I actually trying? It's easy to say you're trying. But are you really? Or are you just dabbling? There's a difference between effort and consistent effort. One gives you short-term results, if that. The other? It changes your life. I'm not saying this is someone perfect. I'm not. But I can confidently say I'm the best version of myself I've ever been. Why? Because I stopped waiting for life to hand me success and started forcing it. So here's the final question. If I could do it, what's your excuse? Because I promise you, we're not so different. This isn't some cheesy pep talk. I'm not here to tell you, you got this. Because honestly, maybe you don't. That's your choice. But I will tell you this. If you decide to lock in, really lock in, then 2025 will be the year you stop saying, next year will be my year for real, and start saying, this year is mine. The world isn't going to fix itself for you. It's gray. It's colorless. But you? You're smart. You're strong. You're adaptable. And most of all, you have the power to change. So, are you in? Or are we having this same conversation next year? Your move.